I'm joined by Brandy, aka AllNet WBB, aka New York City's sports baddie.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining the show.
Hi, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Okay, so first few questions, getting to know you a little bit. How did you get your start in sports content creation?
That's a good question. So I originally just do regular like content creation. I used to just talk to the camera like whenever. And then when I started like going to basketball games and watching games like really like women's basketball games, I had nobody to talk to because I feel like everybody in my family watched like the NBA. So like if I was watching WNBA, I was probably watching it by myself. So I just started talking to the camera about it, and then I just found a whole bunch of people who love the WNBA as much as I do. So I kind of built my own little community. So now I'm like everybody's a friend online when it comes to WNBA. So I want to give people the same feeling that they gave me when I didn't have nobody to talk to about the WNBA. So I just kind of created this little safe space for us to just chat.
Yeah. I love that. I feel like the sports content creation community is like so nice and everyone's so cool.
Right.
That was something that like I didn't know getting into it that I would meet so many like awesome people and make so many online friends that I then meet at games. I think that's one of
Mhm.
the like coolest parts about doing this. But you're actually like the third person who's told me that they started making content not related to sports and then later transitioned to sports. So like
Yeah.
what kind of content were you making before sports? Was it just like random or was it like a specific niche?
No, it was really random. Like I would literally talk about anything. I just love to chat. So I would just talk to the camera. I used to talk about like Love Island. I used to talk about like literally anything. I just love to talk. So for me, it
Okay.
was just so easy to transition to sports because it was literally just talking again. So that's I just love to talk. That's the key to
I
my
love it.
life.
I love it. Professional yapper.
Yes.
The second question I was going to ask, we kind of talked about it, but maybe you have another favorite thing. Favorite thing about sports, creating sports content outside of, I guess, the community that we've made.
I don't know. I feel like the community is like number one for me. I feel like I've been able to like meet so many amazing people, amazing creators. And I think shedding a light on the players are also like my favorite things because I get to learn a little bit more about the players outside of just basketball. And a lot of them are like getting into like content creation themselves. Like if you look at Marina Mabry, who started like doing like her cooking segments like during Unrivaled, like we got to like know a little bit about her like beyond behind the scenes. And then people like Angel Reese, who's always making content. She was making content since she was in college. So like I feel like from watching somebody like Angel Reese and now seeing so many other players like go the path of like wanting to make content and being more active on social media is just great.
Definitely agree with you on Mabry because I feel like before Unrivaled and she started making more content, we didn't really know her off the court, and
No.
her on court presence is quite intense. So for us to only know that part of her and like kind of judge her off that only, it was so refreshing to see her personality off the court,
Yeah.
and getting to know her more behind the scenes because she's like, oh, a 180.
Yeah, she's so
um,
funny. Like you would have never thought.
yeah. And I feel like too, there's obviously we know there's a lot of negativity around women's sports online. So I feel like having us, creating positive content is needed. So it almost feels like we have a duty to kind of, balance out a lot of the negativity that we see, unfortunately.
Yes. I do love doing that.
Okay. So we're going to get into our game segment. So this is
Woo.
just called Draft Your Starting Five. I'm going to give you a couple of different topics and you're going to give me your starting five that you think would win the championship, quote unquote.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to start draft your starting five sports couples.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Joanna Bonner and AT. I'm gonna
That's a good one.
go. That's a good one. I'm gonna go with Stewie and her wife Marta. I actually really love them. Like that's my number one. I'm gonna go with Ben and Trinity Rodman. Ben, he plays tennis and Trinity soccer. I love that one. I'm
I do
gonna
like them.
go with Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens. I think they're really cute. I feel like the public wasn't really, like, supporting them at first, but I thought they were so cute. And then I got one more.
One more, yeah.
Last one is gonna be Tara and Hunter.
Okay. Solid. I like the variety across sports. I'm surprised no Asia and Bam.
I love them. I love them. Let me just say I sincerely apologize to Asian Bam for not putting you at the top of my number 1. I love them. Like, even when they were doing their secret little handshake at the Olympics, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely up there for sure.
Yeah, I remember when they used to hide their relationship respectfully. And now we get so much content. They're, like, everywhere now.
I'm surprised you wasn't surprised that I didn't say Paige and AZ.
Oh, yeah, that's another one.
But
I completely
I feel
forgot.
like everybody always says Paige and AZ, so I was like, "Let me not add them," but,
That's true.
I do love me some Paige and AZ too.
Next draft. Starting 5 women athletes all time across any sport. It's
Okay,
tough.
that is tough. I'm definitely gonna go A'ja Wilson, one of the greatest basketball players that's gonna ever do it. Then I'm gonna go Simone Biles. You have to go Simone Biles, like, that is a given. I wanna kinda, like, spread this, like, across. I'm trying to think of
Across the
different
sports,
yeah, I'm trying to
yeah.
think of different sports. For swimming, Ledecky,
That's a good one.
that's my 3. I would go for track, Allison Felix. I
Okay.
think she's really good. And
Mhm.
then my
She's
last
coming back.
mhm,
Comeback.
I know, for the next Olympics. I think my last, I'm gonna go with Lisa Leslie. I
Okay.
think she's was such a great basketball player. She's such an amazing person. She is such a great mentor to the women in the WNBA space. And it's so funny because I actually saw her on an episode of Martin the other day, and I was like, wow, like she's an actress too. Like she does it all.
She's extremely charismatic, and she always
Mhm.
has been too. Like, even if you look at her older, footage and stuff, she
Yeah.
was just always that girl. Like, she was
And,
just always good on camera.
and she's getting a statue.
Yeah, I
I
saw
know,
that.
I was so excited, I was like, "Hey, if anybody needs to
Yeah,
get a statue in LA, it's her."
absolutely, and now I'm like now I'm gonna wait for them to put the statue up, and that's when I'll go visit, so I can get a little picture with her.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
I haven't been to on my arena tour, I haven't been to LA yet, the LA arena.
I haven't been anywhere. I
That's
am
not true.
I am going to Connecticut in tomorrow.
Oh, yeah? Nice,
And
nice.
then I'm going to
That's your
Toronto.
first time?
Yeah, first time, and then I'm
Make sure
gonna
you say hi to Blaze, the mascot.
if I see him.
Oh, you'll see him.
He's gonna be walking around with his big belly.
That's Fever. The Fever one has a huge belly. Blaze
I
is
feel
pretty
like
fit.
Blaze Fake got a big belly too.
Maybe, like, skinny fat.
Got some abs hiding underneath there.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, last draft. Are you ready?
Yes.
Top 5 sports of all time. Best
Okay.
sports to watch or play, I guess.
Okay, basketball obviously is the best, number 1. Then I'll go track and field. I used to run track in
Really?
school. I wasn't good.
Oh, okay.
I
I didn't
wasn't
know
good.
that about you. Look at
Yeah,
me learning new things about you.
yes.
Wait, were you distance or sprints?
I did sprints and then I did cross country.
Okay, so both. Mm.
I didn't do anything over like an 800, honestly. So we got basketball, we have track. Then I'm gonna go swimming. I actually really enjoy watching like the synchronized swimming. Um,
Synchronized swimming too, not even
mhm.
the races. That
No,
it is
so
extremely
fun.
impressive.
And then I'll go with gymnastics. I love gymnastics. Like every time the Olympics come on, that's like my favorite thing to watch, like gymnastics. And then number 5, I'm gonna
Wait, what's your
go
favorite like
event
specific
in
challenge
gymnastics,
within? Yeah,
the floor.
the dancing, yeah.
I
I
feel
like
like
that
it gives
too.
them so much creativity. And if you ever watch like Jordan Childs do like a floor routine to Beyonce, that's everything. That's everything.
Mhm.
And then my last is gonna be baseball.
Oh, wow, I'm actually
I
kinda
think baseball
surprised.
really? I think baseball is kinda interesting.
Yeah.
I went to a Mets game with my best friend, And at first I thought I wasn't gonna have fun because I was like, "I don't know what's going on." But it's very easy to pick up, and it's engaging, and it's fun. I think it's fun. So, I would say, like, that's my top 5.
Okay. Wow. I'm actually learning so much about you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll do my top 5 for this one. We'll see if it surprises you though. Okay, so number 1, basketball,
Mhm.
obviously. Number 2, I'm gonna go boxing.
Boxing.
Boxing is fun.
Okay.
More so to learn it and, like, as an
You do love
exercise.
to box.
Yeah, I'm not good because I, like, just started learning and I'm not consistent enough, but it's a
Mhm.
really fun, like, challenging way to work out.
Mm.
Need to watch it more, I feel like.
There's
I
some
feel like
good
that would be fun.
boxers out there.
Yeah. And then I feel like I gotta go flag football. I love flag football
Mm.
over tackle football.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and then I feel like I wanna say soccer. I wanna go soccer. Sometimes it's a bit slow, but if they are at least scoring more, it can be fun. And then I'm gonna go hockey. Hockey. Hockey.
Okay. That doesn't surprise me. Your 5 didn't surprise me. Maybe
Yeah.
boxing,
Okay.
but, like, I could see you liking hockey.
Yeah. PWHL. NHL too,
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna get into our WNBA section. So these are gonna be all WNBA related questions.
My fave.
Yes, I would say both of our content is majority WNBA. Yours is maybe like more 50-50 college ball plus
Mhm.
WNBA.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely like very heavy WNBA and then like spurts of other stuff.
Yeah. I love the college season. I feel like the college season is what kinda brings you into the W. So I feel
True.
like I watch
Following the
I watch the season
draftees.
and then I
Yeah.
go into the W, yeah.
That transition. There's just so many college players that just never make it to the WNBA.
I
So
know,
there's
it
a
be
lot
making me
going
sad.
on. All right, first question. Most famous person you want to see sit courtside at a WNBA game this season? Who do you want pulling up that hasn't pulled up before?
Beyoncé.
But do you think if she went, like everyone could be chill? Because I don't
Mhm.
know if you heard that one time, like Michael Jackson tried to go to a Knicks game and he actually had to be escorted out before the game was over because people were like hounding him.
I think she could do it because she's been to Knicks and Nets games.
True. I guess a Liberty game would be like the only place that could probably make it happen.
Yeah, and the Liberty game has, like, really good security, so I feel like if they just, like, stay right
Oh
behind
my
her.
god. Imagine Beyoncé and Ellie, like,
That's what
oh
I'm
my
saying.
god.
I need to see Beyoncé sitting courtside and then Ellie doing a Beyoncé
With Blue
routine.
Ivy.
Yeah.
Now we're getting greedy. It's like you need to bring
Like
your
like
daughter.
like, and Blue Ivy, like, hold up now.
Right.
The price just went way up, like, we cannot afford Blue Ivy.
That's a good one. I feel like that would do so much for the women's game. And she's a Virgo, so gotta shout out the Virgos. Best
Um,
sign ever.
right, right. Right.
As we know, more and more brands are investing in the WNBA. What is your dream WNBA brand collab as a content creator? So it'd be like, what brand that you see supporting the WNBA are you like, oh, that's my number one brand I want to work with?
Coach. I love Coach. I feel like Coach is my number 1, but I feel like a brand that I wanna see work with the WNBA who hasn't worked with the WNBA yet is Black Girl Sunscreen. I feel like that would be such a good brand because they play in the summer, sunscreen, like, I feel like their mission will align, and I feel like there's so many women that can use Black Girl Sunscreen, on the way to the game, after the game, before the game, like, I feel like it's perfect, and they have even, like, a makeup collection kind of, so it's like they could put the matte sunscreen under their makeup as they play, sweat proof, like, I feel like they can make it work, and I feel like a lot of brands are missing out on the WNBA audience by not partnering with the WNBA. I feel like WNBA is getting so big, I feel like brands need to, like, hop on that, like, ASAP, like, you're Xing out a whole market because 'cause you're not using the
Yeah.
WNBA, right?
I also feel like we spend too, like, if we're
Oh,
gonna
look,
talk about a fan base that is like
I
ready
love
to drop money.
let me tell you something. Have you ever seen a Paige fan when anything of hers drop? I mean, I don't know, and some of them are young. They are digging in their parents' pockets to get jerseys and merch and anything that girl is out here getting, they get that. And I feel like, yes, like, even Angel Reese fans, like, they literally love anything that she drops, like and I feel like even, like, clothing brands, because the tunnel walks, like, I feel like those things are, like little things like that are really important, and I feel like brands need to like wake up and pay attention because the market is there. You really need to just tap into it.
Yeah, I think their new campaign with, like, TJ Maxx was really great, so seeing more of the, like, clothing brand collaborations,
Mhm.
absolutely. But, yeah, I'm also, like, as a hardcore fan, like, I pay attention to the brands that are supporting, and, like, I will prioritize those brands when I need those type of products or services. Because 'cause I'll
Mhm.
remember, I'll be like, "Oh, they supported this WNBA team, like, I'm gonna go buy their stuff when I need body wash or when I want
Mhm.
pizza," like, whatever, I'll
Even
remember that.
even
I'm taking notes. I'm literally
right.
I'm writing it down.
Even if I need insurance, I'm calling Aflac. Like,
Yeah,
but
exactly,
they
see?
they they put their money where their mouth is at the All-Star game last year.
Oh,
So
yeah, I
I'm
forgot about that.
very much paying attention to them. I thought that was really cool for them to, like, up the price, but yeah, that was great.
Oh, yeah, because I feel like the winnings were, like, meh, and
Right.
so they made it much better. Hopefully, with the new CBA, it's better this year. I think it
Yeah,
is.
I think it's better. I hope
Okay.
Alicia Gray wins again. I love her.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, next one. Which current WNBA player do you think is most likely, like current WNBA player still in the league, is
Mhm.
most likely to become a coach? Because I feel like there's coaches now, right, where it's like we can see the clear transition of like, oh, you were always meant to be a coach when your playing career was over. Like Becky Hammond's obvious, Dawn Staley's obvious, Stephanie White, even like Kim Mulkey. It's just like, who is like, that we can see that's still a player right now, but is very likely to be like a head coach, whether it's college or WNBA or NBA, in the future.
I would say Chelsea Gray. I
Ooh.
really could see her, like, in a coaching position. I think she's very smart, high basketball IQ, like, knows what she's talking about, very compassionate, very motivating, so I feel like she's definitely one of them. And I think another one, I would go with Stewie. I could see
Ooh.
Stewie being a coach, like
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to think that far ahead because I feel like sometimes it's always like not even immediate right after their career's done. Obviously, there's only so many head coaching spots that are available. Chelsea Gray is great. I'm feeling like a Kelsey Plum. I think the point guard to coach is the most obvious move. I can see Kelsey Plum as a coach. Who else?
Nika Mule.
What about Nafisa? I feel like Nafisa could be she seems so nurturing. Like, she seems like she'd be a sweet coach like Brandy. Sorry, not Brandy. I was gonna say Sandy Brondello, and then it came out Brandy.
Yeah, it's alright. I have that effect on people. I could see Nafisa Collier. I
Yeah.
could see her do it. I could see her going and doing college, like, coaching, like, a college team.
Slightly off track, but somewhat related. Becky Hammon is apparently shortlisted to be a coach for an NBA team.
Mhm.
Thoughts on that? Her leaving the Aces to do that.
I think the men need to leave her alone. Yeah.
You
I
think so?
yes, like, stop trying
You
to
don't think
steal
it's a good opportunity for her?
I think yeah, I think any opportunity for her to make more money is a great opportunity and, like, a bigger stage, to play and coach at, but I just feel like Becky belongs in the WNBA. I feel like she's ours, and I don't wanna, like, give her up, especially in what she's doing with the Aces now. I want her to continue to do that for as long as she can. But yeah, I think any opportunity that Becky gets is great. I don't want her to take it because I'm selfish, so
Yeah, it's like selfish. We want her to stay, continue building the dynasty.
mhm,
In the aces. But looking at the flip side things of like she can go from making like a few million, whatever, to making like 10 million or 20
right.
million as a coach in the NBA. And also like she would be the first to hold a permanent head coaching position.
Mhm,
Technically, she it did hold a head coaching position, but it was just because like, she was, like, the associate head coach, and then the head coach got ejected, so she,
Mhm.
like, filled in for 1 game.
I see Becky being, like, money hungry or, like, money motivated, and I feel like if she was going to the NBA, she's gonna try to take Jackie Young with her. Like, that's her favorite. She's gonna be like, "Can I just take Jackie?" Like,
Jackie over Asia.
yes,
That's funny.
because Asia
Uh,
not going.
that's true. It would be really, really sad if she did. I would understand, but yeah, it would just be like, definitely heartbreaking for WNBA fans.
Who I do wanna see in a coaching position, though, is Lisa Leslie.
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
Men or women, I want her in a coaching position. I think she'll be great.
Which guard this year do you think is most likely to make an all WNBA defensive team? So guard only. We know post players usually, for obvious reasons, make the list,
Mhm.
but there's usually like 1 or 2 guards that make the 1st or 2nd team. In the past, Gabby Williams.
Yeah, I think she'll make it again. She plays
Yeah.
really good defense.
She has a really long wingspan. Like, her arms look long, dangly.
I think somebody who can make it if no, because her defense is good, but it's not great. Like Paige, like I think her defense is good, but it's not great. So I feel like if her defense get better like throughout the season, I definitely could see them giving her that spot.
Okay. I think in a few years, maybe.
Yeah,
Not
'cause
that bad.
some of these
Okay.
guards don't play good defense.
It's very, very true. I think especially point guards,
Mhm.
like, sometimes I feel like they get away with it. Last segment.
Oh my
Just
god.
What, you're gonna miss me already?
No.
Okay. Well, don't text me any updates about the game later then. How
Uh,
about that? 'Cause I'm blocked already, aren't I?
no, you are blocked, actually. You know, actually, maybe you should tell the audience why you're blocked.
'Cause I didn't text you back this morning.
Yes. And then she was posting on her story and making, like,
Well,
reels.
first of all, this is
Bye,
my job. I was working.
bye,
I
bye.
was working.
Blocked.
Okay. Well,
Next.
anyways, okay, last segment, predictions, WNBA predictions. So we're gonna run through both of our predictions for the championship this year, who we think will win Rookie of the Year, who
Mhm,
we think will win Defensive Player of the Year,
mhm.
and Coach of the Year. I purposely left out MVP because I just feel like the answer is so obvious that I just don't need to include it. I took it out. But the other ones I feel like we could play around, have some banter.
Mhm.
So, championship, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Coach of the Year.
Championship, I'm gonna go with Atlanta.
Yay.
Um,
I love that answer.
Defensive player of the year, I'm gonna go Gabby Williams.
You think she's gonna beat out, like, all the guards? I mean, sorry, all the post players? Asia, Angel,
Yeah,
Nafisa?
because they're not gonna give it to Asia again. Like, the fact that they even split her award last season, they're definitely not gonna give it to her again.
Yeah,
Like, I just
I
want
did
her
not
there, but
like
I
that.
also feel like Gabby can make a really, really good case. Like,
Yeah,
especially in
absolutely.
especially, like, in a new environment like Golden State, I think she can make a really good case, so I'm gonna go with Gabby. Rookie of the year, you said?
Rookie of the Year and Coach of the Year, the last 2.
Rookie of the year is hard because I feel like right now, Olivia Miles has been playing such a good game, but it's only because she's been given the minutes and the time, so she's been able to show
Given or earned?
given, like, who else are they gonna put on the floor other than Olivia Miles in Minnesota to play that point guard role?
Courtney used to play point guard, and
Yeah,
they
but
pushed you.
they push her over. But like a stacked Dallas team. And then AZ didn't play because she had her knee. So like I'm not gonna put my girl out of the race. She's still right there. And then we haven't seen too much of Flau'jae, right? I feel like
Mm.
she can make a really, really good case. And then also Lauren Betts. Like once she shakes the little nervousness and that she's having right now, I feel like she could be good. I feel like rookie of the year, you really don't know until like 20 games in.
I think it's gonna be Olivia.
Whatever.
If Olivia doesn't get injured, I think she's the clear winner. She's just adjusting so unusually well. Like, what she's doing is very rare. And she just seems so comfortable. Like, she's playing like she's been in the league for 3, 4 years, and to me, that's an indication that she just has the mindset to do
Mhm.
it, the confidence, like, the mindset. I think all the people you named are all obviously really talented. Lauren Betts, AZ Fudd, Flau'jae. I don't know, I just feel like there's something different about Olivia and what we've seen with her transition so far. She's just really smooth, like, she's doing fancy stuff that you don't really see rookies doing because, like you mentioned, they're usually, like, very nervous, like, adjusting, there's a lot going on, and then, the celebrity part of it too can get into people's heads.
She's taking a page out of Chelsea Gray's book.
Yeah, although
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't remember what Chelsea Gray was like her first year to
Well,
look
like,
at her
Chelsea
stats.
she's taken out of Chelsea's book now. Like, what Chelsea
Yeah,
is now,
which is
like,
crazy.
Olivia is, like, mimicking on the court, which I think
Yeah,
is great.
which is crazy because, like, Chelsea Gray's the
The great
best point
right.
guard. So I definitely agree with your championship pick too. I'm rooting for Atlanta. I like to see different teams win every year, I'll be honest. I think when the same team wins all the time, it gets kind of boring. So I'm rooting for Atlanta. They look really good. I know it's really early, but I'm really liking their energy and how they're playing together as a team and all the pieces. Canada and Angel had a great game, but even if Canada doesn't, then Ryan or Alicia will. So
Mhm,
it's like they just have a lot of options. I think their bench, even like Pow Pow coming off the bench, is always impacting the game. So
mhm,
I would say Pow Pow is a great person to come off the bench. Maybe their post players, their bench post players would maybe be their weakest point right now. So I think Okot is a rookie. Some of her playmaking has been questionable so far, but if she can learn quickly, maybe by the second half of the season, get a little more comfortable. And we have Okot coming in for like an Angel.
mhm,
That sounds decent to me. Defensive player of the year, I'm gonna give it to Angel. I think it's her time. It's her third year, like leading the league in rebounds her rookie year, averaging a double double. Like, I think if she stays on this course, I think she can get defensive player of the year. Obviously, the rebounding is the big thing that she's already got under her
mhm.
belt. It would just be the blocks. So if she brings up her block average, I think that would be it. And
Yeah.
steals. And steals. I think that she is focusing on getting more steals. She steals it a lot from the perimeter. Or I don't want to say a lot, but she's increasing the amount of time she does it. I'll say that.
I agree with that one. I really like Angel for Defensive Player of the Year.
And then coach of the year, I'm gonna give it. I'm just obviously very clearly biased towards Atlanta, but I'm gonna give it to Carl.
Yeah.
Carl, coach of the year. I think if Atlanta wins the championship, it should be Carl, but only if they win it.
Okay, who would you give it to if they didn't win?
Probably Becky.
I was
Becky
just
would get
gonna
it
say
saved back
that. I'm
up.
like, Becky Cito, like, that's who I'm going. Only because, like, it's Becky.
Becky Cito.
Yeah. Only because it's like, it's Becky. But also, like, Becky, the fact that she went and got Kennedy Carter, and I know, like, it was inspired by Teaspoon, but, like, just the fact that she even gave her shot, like, that's a crazy player to have coming off the bench. Like, I don't
Uh,
understand. Like, sixth woman of the year might go to her if she continues playing the way she's playing. And
do you
Vegas
think?
love having a sixth woman of the player on their team.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be
absolutely.
really hard. Like,
Yeah, because last year it was Jewel. Jewel was
mm,
coming off the bench when she was traded. Do you think that they'll start Kennedy? Do you think they'll put her in the starting lineup based on her performance?
and take who out?
That's the question, if they would have to remove someone, but she's leading her team in scoring in the last game, and with the Nasia Wilson on your team and a Chelsea Gray on your team, is wild. So part of me wonders, like, will they start her, and remove someone from the starting lineup? Or maybe they don't wanna mess with things, they're going, "Well, even though she has the talent to be a starter and no one would really question it, do they just keep her off the bench because that's what's working right now?"
I think Becky might keep her coming off the bench. I think the momentum and the spark that she brings coming off the bench is great. It helps the team because it's like they put her in when they feel like they're moving a little too slow or they need like another scoring option. But I feel like if you start her and she's already like disrupted or like they don't have that momentum, like who are you gonna put in, right? Like she's that spark off the bench. So I feel like keeping her coming off the bench is great. It's almost like what they did to Jewel last season. Like halfway through, they put her on the bench and have had her come off, and she was doing really well coming off the bench and being that spark. So I feel like you could do the same for Carter.
But then part of me is like, if they start her in the beginning and she's on fire, then they can get the lead early, which is what you want, is like get the lead early, she's going off, and then when you're up enough, then rest her.
Right, but if they start her, she can win 6 Women of the Year.
That's true. I think that would be a very iconic return back to the W for her if she could win an award like six woman of the year. That was really all the questions I had, and then I like to end the show with my guest sharing a favorite quote of theirs and what it means to them.
It's my favorite quote. I've had this quote since I was in high school. So it's, "I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do something that I can do." And it's by Edward Everett Hale.
It's a bit of a riddle.
Yes. It basically means, like, just because I'm one person doesn't mean that I'm not gonna do my absolute best to try to make a big difference in the world. And
I
I
like
think that's
that.
what I try to accomplish every day, like, know that I am in this world, but I'm not above it, but I can contribute to it to make a big impact in it.
Yeah. I love that because I feel like sometimes it could be overwhelming to be like, how is like little old me gonna change the
Right.
world? But it's not so much about, changing the world overnight, but just little impacts that you can accomplish every day, or not even every day, every week, every month, whatever you have the capacity to do.
Yeah. I agree.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Hoops and Healing. You've been an amazing guest.
Thank you for having me.